This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Washington Military Academy, where a nation's youth is trained for important military careers, where honor and courage are the heritage of a life that molds potential public enemies into proud public defenders.
Gentlemen, you will immediately receive a booklet known as Regulations WMA. Your entire career as a cadet is based upon the honorable usage of this book of regulations. Misusage means dishonor. All right, cadets?
All right, sir.
All right.
Into this academy comes a tough, defiant, law-hating boy of the streets. Born with a chip on his shoulder, reared under the influence of the slums.
Say, the soldier boys think they're so smart. Why don't you take them up on that military school business? It'd be better than reform school.
They asked for it. Washington Academy. I'll turn that place upside down.
Straighten up. Shoulders back. Raise your stomach. What have you got to say?
Got some beer?
Your own information. I have a special interest in Cadet Duncan. But confidentially, he thinks he's human dynamite. We've got to take that out of him immediately.
It'll be a pleasure, sir.
Wait a minute, Duncan. You've always wanted to get out of this place. Well, nobody's stopping you now.
Rollins might be dead.
You don't need to wait on his account. I'm sure if he's alive, he'll feel like the rest of us. I'll beat it.
We mixed, we loaded, we edited.
Sometimes we get so deep into conversation that we have separate segments worthy of their own place in the sun.
Here is a reshuffled mini episode.
I didn't realize, I mean, it makes sense. Hall Roach was a big recurring studio exec overseeing their stuff, that they did do a crossover with our Little Rascals and Wild Poses.
Yeah, and say what you will about that system at that point in time, and believe me, you probably have. That's one thing they got right. I mean, a Hal Roach production is a Hal Roach production.
Mm-hmm.
No deviations. You're not going to have Werner Herzog doing a Little Rascal. Hal Roach.
This is how I must picture you and pose you and stage you, and you got to come to the camera like you're on fire. Yeah, sorry.
And then you must get to the chopper.
And then you must get to the chopper like the governor of California, and well, you got to stop that. I'm not governor anymore, you idiot. I think it's interesting how, Hall Roach, unlike some of these other producers, he could have easily started the whole lazy repackaging and everything, and he was just like, I'll reuse the sets, but I gotta have everyone stay in their lane, and I'll give you any unused material I might give to the other, but I'm not gonna do the exact same thing every time, you know?
And that's something that, not to get off topic, but it's got to be said. You could tell that just from the different things you saw, like in the Little Rascals.
Mm-hmm.
You would be able to see, they used this before, but there were always different situations. There were always different connections, different things going on. And you might have one or two recurring things like Alfalfa singing, but everything else around it,
that's it.
That was different. That made it fresh.
Yep. No copycatting. Oh, man. and kudos to them for doing kind of a mixture of stages and outdoor stuff. It always gave you a raw. I mean, especially with Little Rascals, which of them are gang members that get together and which of them are orphans who hang out.
Yeah, and now we're getting close to the point I wanted to bring up, but I might as well bring it up now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Also connects with the Dead End Kids too.
Yes.
One of the things that I noticed, and when I really started thinking about it, is that regardless whether it was our gang, whether it was Dead End Kids, whatever it was, what made them attractive to me was that I could see parallels within my own childhood.
Yes.
Because you always had that smart kid, or you always had
kid on the block,
the ringleader.
Yeah.
You had the funny looking guy. You had the.
Mm-hmm.
These were people you could legitimately see either in your current time if you were a kid, or in your memories if you're older.
I was pretty late to the table getting around to them. I would see them often, kind of like the Marx Brothers. They would appear in other movies with other people, and especially Bogart in one of his legal thrillers. It's interesting how they're his witnesses. That's how they worked into that particular plot. But yeah, MGM apparently bought a play that they were in of the same name in 35 and brought them to Hollywood. And it is wild how they got renamed so many times, probably more times than Prince. The Bowery Boys, the Little Tough Guys, and then the East Side Kids before just like
Junior G-Man.
Ginger G-Man.
Junior G-Man.
A lot of them, I had fun going through a lot of them. The titles don't stand out as much as, like, say, a Hall Roach production, but same kind of love. You could compare this with all the different bands that were copying each other throughout different eras. It's that same kind of motif, if you will. And out of the ones I've seen a bunch. I even got caught up on even more, but that there was just so many where I was just like, man, those are some interesting movies. Like, and I had a list in front of me that isn't popping up, but and there were just so many which they went by just so fast. Like they, out of the ones that I saw ones like Crime School, I saw Hell's Kitchen and You're Not So Tough for streaming, but I didn't get around to those. But they appear uncredited in Angels with Dirty Faces. They Made Me a Criminal, where they're as the Reform Kids. That's an unusual boxing movie they're in. But yeah, it was 14 to 16 kids. They also known as the Gas House Kids. And it's just
to me, and to me that kind of hurt them. I think just because you never knew what. Yeah, it was like, is this a new bunch of kids? Oh, it's the same guys we saw before. Why do they have a different name now? Because studios. That's why. But I think that's one of the reasons why I've almost said that's one of the reasons why they're not as revered as our gang was, because really you didn't know what they were going to be called. You had an idea of who might be in it, but it was just the cast of characters constantly being renamed. It's like when you have a great show, but you keep missing out on it because it keeps being moved in the network schedule. It's like one day it's like, here, it's a Monday night at 7 p.m. and then it's gonna be now it's on Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. and now it's on Thursdays
and now it's getting canceled
9:30 and now it's on Sunday at 2 a.m.
Who cares? Yeah. Oh, and members include Billy Hallop, Leo Gorshi, Hunts Hall, Gabriel Dell, Bobby Jordan, Bernard Punsley. And I saw that they even had some recruiting crew members, including one named Charles Duncan, who did effects for everything from Shock Corridor by Samuel Fuller to 50s B pictures like The Cosmic Man and Plan 9 from Outer Space. So, yeah. And it's a cast of characters, that is for sure. And
yeah, something else too. I mean, is a credit to the people. But if you watch enough NST3K, you will catch a Dead End Kids reference.
Yes. Had to. I mean, they're such big movie guys that there's no way they're not going to go without making a reference to some earlier 40s, 50s actor. Some of them went on to, much like the Little Rascals, appear in more modern stuff before leaving us. Leo Gorski appeared in It's a Mad, Mad World. That was one of the last things he did.
Yeah. So that's kind of I guess that for the time period, it was like their version of a Love Boat. You picked out what star you could get on and put them in a wacky adventure, and maybe they find love at the end or not.
There's a wacky one they did called Ghosts on the Loose, which was basically them trying to find a house for newlyweds, and they were haunted by mysterious men. Not their best hour, but they were giving it their all, and I think that's just it. Like that, these are definitely going to appeal to not only classic comedy fans, but also just experimental movies.
Or NST3K fans.
Yes, trashy movie fans definitely love it. Oh man. Yeah, it was definitely bizarre marketing.
We'll return after these messages.
Howdy folks, Hal back here. We got a 90-minute weekly Shack Stop scrolling all over the world. Find it at 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays, then 3 p.m. on Wednesdays, then 7 p.m. on Thursdays. You can catch it on many more radio stations, 99.9 KERB, 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. Then catch the encore on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Then catch it Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Central on 107.7 K-Twins. Then hang out with us Wednesday afternoons on MXTR and House Shack Radio, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Then Thursday, get up bright and early with us on 95.7 Web Radio at 6 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Of course, we've got your Friday covered as well. 12 p.m. Eastern Time on MXTR FM and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central, 107.7 K-Twins. Find everything on HowShack.com. HowShack.
Welcome to the Better Call Daddy Show, the #1 podcast where we admit, no matter what happens, Daddy has the advice we need to fix our problems.
Introducing my dad, Mr. Wayne Friedman.
That was good. It would be nice if you could also sing a song.
What would the song be?
You love Paris in the springtime. I just made up some words to it.
I love Rena in the springtime. I love Rena in the fall.
That's right. That's good enough.
What I do is interview people of interest, share it with my dad, and get my dad's advice. My dad is my hero. Nobody's got my daddy.
Oh boy, let's go to Grandpa.
You like to be a little rebel. I tried to rein you in. I have a daughter named Rena that acts just like I did. She's got a son that is not only just like me, but it's just like her.
I'm your host, Rena Friedman Watts.
Invite your friends, subscribe, and I'm excited to take this journey with you.
Let's dive in.
She was teasing this guy with this sword, and she accidentally cut his dick.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
And then he started to enjoy it. I started going down the phone sex rabbit hole. You've got the wankers, and they jerk off in 5 seconds, and then they're done because A, they don't want to spend money, and B, they're quick.
My stepfather had mania. If I'm yelling at one of my kids, that fear, that rigid fear.
Mom even said to me, I hope you have a kid just like you.
There are lots of people that are being bought and sold right now for profit.
If you think you're going to kill yourself, shut up and kill yourself. If you're not going to kill yourself, then shut up, smarten up, and it's all on you. The bullshit has to end.
Wow.
When I was 11 years old, I was raped and molested over the course of a year.
What Jeffrey Epstein had was a sickness inside of him.
I am Evan Castrilli Carmichael. I could do anything that I believe that I can.
I'm so excited too. Let's go.
Next on Better Call Daddy with my mom and my grandpa.
Stay tuned.
us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening.
It's a jacked